Hello everyone. Hello everyone in Educators First. There was a way I could check to make sure I'm in the right group. I think I am though. Okay, so happy Wednesday. Mallory here, one of your hosts in Educators First. You should know me by now, but just in case you don't, I am a school social worker, a licensed independent clinical social worker, and one of the founders of Educators First, along with Anna Sawyer. Part of our mission here is to help people that work for a school to feel fulfilled and happy in all areas of their life, including professionally and personally. And so today, one of the things that I'm going to be talking to you about is how to get better sleep. Sleep is such an important part of our life, right? And so it's important that we know the tips that are proven to help us to get better sleep. And so if you are someone that struggles with getting to sleep, staying asleep, I have tips for you, but if these just don't do it for you, please feel free to send me a personal message so that we can get down to the bottom of what's going on with you and so that you can learn how to get the best sleep that you possibly can. Okay, so first things first, the type of what I am going to be talking about today is sleep hygiene. And so when we think about hygiene, typically we think of like showering, brushing our teeth, brushing our hair, doing those types of things. That's not what this is. This is a way to prepare yourself for a good night of sleep through consistency, routine, making sure that you are doing all things that you can to promote sleep and avoiding things that will not help you to sleep. This is actually something that I go through with students in the elementary school ages so that they can at least learn about how to get used to or get in a habit of doing some healthy habits for sleep rather than watching TV all night or falling asleep to their phone. And of course, high school students also get this talk from me because they have their phone in front of them and that can be a definite distraction. I know that it's been a distraction for me in the past as well. And so that is one of those things on the don't do this list is having your phone in front of you, falling asleep to it. It's just not good for you and it's not going to help you to get a good night of sleep. So we want to also think about your bedroom. So bedroom is meant for only a few things, and the thing that we are talking about today is sleep. And so I want to make sure that everyone is aware that your bedroom is supposed to be a place for sleep, for rest, and not somewhere where you spend a lot of time otherwise. I know in my room right now, we are in the process of moving, and so it feels like none of the rooms in our house are serving the purpose that they're supposed to, and everything is kind of all over the place. But typically, it's a place that I don't really want my kids coming in all the time because it's supposed to be a peaceful place. I have 3 kids under the age of 5, so for me, if they were running in constantly, it would take away that peaceful feeling for me. And when I go into my room, I want to feel serene. I want to feel as though it is a place that I can relax. And so try to make your bedroom something like that. If there are specific rules you need to set up so that it can be that, go ahead and do it. As well as talking to someone if you share a bedroom with that person, with your spouse or with your partner, whatever. Talk to them about what you want that bedroom to look like, to be like, to feel like, and see if they can agree to those terms. Okay, so other things, eating in bed. Eating in the bedroom can also be a thing that can disturb your sleep. I know that when I was in college, I used to do that all the time. Because that was kind of my living space was in my bedroom. And I remember at one point feeling like, okay, I can feel like toast crumbs like in my bed sheets, not necessarily something that you want. And so making sure, again, that your bedroom is for sleep and not for eating. I understand like before bed, if you want to do some reading in bed, I know that sometimes I've had like a cup of tea in bed with me. And those are things that help me to calm down, to feel restful. And so if that's part of your routine, that's totally fine. But I'm saying don't bring in like a bowl of cereal into bed, because that might not help you to settle down. Another part of that is eating. Oh my goodness, I keep getting messages, sorry. Eating before bed can kind of be difficult too. If you eat too much or don't eat enough, you don't want to be waking up hungry. You don't want to be feeling uncomfortable falling asleep. And so having a routine of eating at a certain time or eating a certain amount of time before you go to bed. And of course, you're going to know your body best. And so do what is best for you. I know that someone had mentioned in a comment, and I can't quite remember who, but that they do some reading before bed, and that's a great way to settle your mind. And it's another great thing to be off of your phone, to allow your mind to relax, to rest, and to not be engaged in something that can keep pulling you in. I know that's what my phone does for me. Another thing too is when we think about our sleep habits, if you are someone that watches TV before bed, my husband and I used to watch The Office before bed every night, and I loved it. It was something that connected us. We laughed together, and I really enjoyed that. And then we switched to watching Unsolved Mysteries before bed, and that was not great for me. I found myself having a hard time falling asleep, or having myself wake up at night just thinking about the show that I had just watched. And so whatever your bedtime routine is, make sure it's something that you know you can handle. Falling asleep to a TV show, I know a lot of studies have said that that's not a great thing either, but at the same time, if you are doing something that's part of your routine and you don't have problems with it, then great. If you are finding that you're having a hard time stopping watching TV after you start, you're going to want to rethink that. And then if that's the case, you can personal message me if you're having a hard time finding a routine that really fits for you. Sometimes journaling can be a great option, writing down things that were great about your day, hopes for tomorrow, positive things at the end of the day. At the same time, if you're someone that gets a lot out of writing down things that you want to let go of so that you don't worry about them before you're going to sleep, that's great. I know that for me, if I'm having a hard time falling asleep because I have a lot of things on my mind, maybe things that I'm stressing about, one thing that I do is squared breathing. And I'm sure if you are someone that watches a lot of our lives, you've heard about this. Some people call it box breathing, but squared breathing is where you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold that breath for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and then repeat. If I do that, I find myself being lulled into a sleep, and I focus on counting. I focus on holding my breath for that 4 seconds, exhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, inhaling for 4 seconds. And if I'm really focusing on the counting, I fall asleep. I hope that that's the same for you. Another thing too is when I am having a hard time falling asleep and I make the choice to let go of things that are out of my control. Of course, that doesn't mean that these things that I'm worrying about are just going to go away, but I am choosing in that moment to not let it ruin my night of sleep, and instead I'm going to do a skill like focusing on squared breathing. I know people, like growing up, we say like counting sheep, but for me, squared breathing is that skill that I can focus on the numbers, I can focus on the breathing, and that brings me into my sleep. Another thing, oh my gosh, what was I just going to say? Sorry. Now I can't remember. Oh shoot. I want to show you guys a few of the things that I use or have used in the past, and these are things that I share with students as well when we are going over different things that can be used within the bedroom to help us sleep and to help us feel more relaxed. So there are bedroom sprays. I use a pillow spray. It's a jasmine eucalyptus with essential oil pillow spray. And this is something that I'm a scent person. And so for me, it helps me to feel relaxed. It helps me to feel totally serene and ready for my good night of sleep. Another thing that I just recently got from Bath and Body Works, aromatherapy, lavender and vanilla sleep moisturizing body cream. What are these? This is a Sleep Dream Spa Room essential oil. I think I got this from Target, and it's something that you can put in a diffuser and have that in your bedroom. Helps to have a relaxing scent. And then I also used to have like a body roller that was something like this, but I don't have it with me because we have everything packed away for this move. I can't believe I was able to find this stuff. And then if you don't have any of that stuff, but you are a parent of a small child, you might have some of this, which is also very good. It's what we put on our babies before they go to bed. It's called Johnson's Bedtime Baby Lotion, Johnson & Johnson. So if nothing else, this works too. And really it's about setting yourself up for a good night of sleep. I know that if I don't brush my teeth, I might not sleep great. If I do some self-cares before bed, maybe some stretching, deep breathing, wash my face, those are things, or drink some water. Those are some things that can help me to set myself up for a good night of sleep. And so whatever you're doing, you want to be setting yourself up for a good night of sleep. Whether that includes planning your day out so that you aren't exercising right before bed, or doing work in bed. I know that's hard. Teachers are grading papers late into the night. And so if you can try to separate the bedroom from work, the bedroom from other living things, that's going to be another way to just set yourself up for a healthy routine. I am going to post a few things throughout the rest of the week in our Educators First membership group that will have good skills, bad skills. So anything that I missed in this live, you'll be able to catch it there. But if you are having a hard time with some deeper stuff and are having a hard time getting past that, please feel free to message me. These tips are great. They do help me. But at the same time, if there's more going on in your life that you need to be able to work through in order for this stuff to work, let me know. See if Anna or myself can be a helpful resource for you. And as always, we're always available for personal messages. All you have to do is click on our name and send us a message. I hope you guys are doing good. Midway through July, halfway through the summer. I know that for me, my life has been super stressful because we're planning to move and just trying to get everything in order for that. And so I've had a ton of stuff on my mind, and at night when I'm trying to fall asleep, that is when it seems to come up. And I'm typically a very good sleeper, and so it's been different for me. So I'm going to use some of this stuff tonight and see if that helps. But squared breathing is definitely my go-to. The other thing too is, I know in my family, so like I said, we are in the process of moving right now. And so we actually got rid of all of our beds for our kids, thinking that our move was going to happen sooner than it did. And now we have all been sharing the same bed, which otherwise we don't have our kids sleeping with us. So if you are someone that has your kids sleeping with you and you're also trying to break that habit, that's something that Anna and I can work with you on. But by choice, we have been letting our kids sleep with us because they otherwise don't have a bed. And so it's been 4 of us in our king size bed. And luckily our baby has her crib, which I wish I could take the crib and like have the other kids all sleep with my husband, but that's not going to happen. So circumstances can make things more stressful, can make things more complicated. But for the most part, by trying some different things out and sticking with a routine like going to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time, those are things that can help set you up for success with sleeping. But I certainly have more individualized tips if you need more. And like I said, I'll post some resources. So hope you guys are having a great Wednesday, and talk to you soon.